The subjective view of an author can often provoke thought, even if not universally adopted. Today, we delve into a recurring pattern of attacks on the head of the central bank, a pattern that consistently reveals Donald Trump's unique approach where the political is invariably intertwined with the private. Donald Trump's campaign against the chairman of the United States Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, escalated recently. The Justice Department announced it was investigating a potential indictment against Powell, alleging excessive renovation costs for Federal Reserve buildings. This move doesn't just appear to be a pretext, it absolutely is. For months, Trump has relentlessly criticized the head of the ostensibly independent Federal Reserve, demanding steeper cuts to interest rates. This handling of the central bank chairman offers a prime example of Trump's understanding of power and leadership. He makes no distinction between policy and personal matters. Just as Trump operated in the business world, he now acts as a statesman, like the patriarch of a corporate empire, authoritarian, with a firm hand, and preferably unhindered by institutions and media. This approach extends to his foreign policy. He respects primarily those heads of state who share his interpretation of national leadership. Autocrats such as Viktor Orban, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and notably Vladimir Putin frequently enjoy his favor. His relationship with the Kremlin leader, in particular, is remarkable. In negotiations concerning a potential end to the Ukraine war, Trump regularly sides with the aggressor, Putin. He allows himself to be strung along in discussions and frequently adopts Russia's positions. This is because the Kremlin leader understands what influences the United States president: flattery, ostentation, and displays of strength. For the United States president, global conflicts possess both an economic and a personal dimension. It's about person-to-person deals, so to speak. This is evident in the Ukraine conflict, in the power struggle with China, and also in his dealings with Nicolas Maduro, who failed to impress Trump with either strength or flattering concessions. Domestically, this fusion of personal resentments with politics similarly dictates Trump's actions and rhetoric. At every available opportunity, he blames his predecessor Joe Biden for problems affecting both the United States and the world. He permits the Federal Bureau of Investigation to search the home of his former National Security Advisor John Bolton because Bolton regularly criticized him. Trump demanded that the Justice Department investigate former Federal Bureau of Investigation Director James Comey. Shortly thereafter, Comey faced an indictment for an alleged false statement, and the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics lost her job after unemployment figures showed an increase. What does a boss in the Trump universe do with department heads whose numbers he doesn't like? Exactly, he fires them. This list could go on indefinitely. This same pattern underlies the conflict with Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. Since taking office, Trump has urged the central bank to lower the benchmark interest rate, ideally to 1%. However, the Federal Reserve has not complied with this request. While it did cut the interest rate twice last year, it still remains significantly higher than what Trump demands. For the United States president, the blame lies squarely with one person, Powell himself. Yet, Powell does not make decisions on raising or lowering the interest rate alone. These decisions are made by a 12-member committee where the central bank chairman is merely primus inter pares, or first among equals, with a vote carrying the same weight as any other member. But this concept does not fit Trump's understanding of leadership, just as the idea of an independent central bank does not. Powell is the chairman, so he is the one responsible. Consequently, the president is eager to replace Powell with a loyal supporter as quickly as possible. This is likely to happen by May at the latest, when Powell's term as central bank chairman is regularly scheduled to conclude. Trump will then presumably install someone at the head of the Federal Reserve who will fulfill his wishes, as befits a subordinate. However, this carries unforeseeable consequences for the stability of the financial system. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.